What are you really seeing in the data and analytics space right now? And what are some of the key trends really shaping what we're seeing today?
Yeah, I think for us it's broadly I can simplify it by saying the definition of data people is expanding every day, right? If you think traditionally and historically we've talked about analysts or people who use Excel, you talk about profession of data scientists, or data engineers. What we see and what we try to do at Dataiku is to cater to the broadest sense of the word data people, i.e. anybody who could touch and use data in order to allow them to experiment, in order to safely look at things like ML and AI and deliver outputs ultimately at a much larger scale than if we minimize that community of data people.
And obviously we sort of talk about data people and data leaders. What are some of the key challenges that those personas are really seeing today, with respect to the ethical landscape and the regulatory landscape of data and AI as well?
Yeah. We'll probably summarize it in two. I mean, the scale of technological innovation at the moment, Gen AI being the hottest topic, and that comes up, I'm sure, in all of your interviews, really means that the expectations from business are being amplified to such a degree where really the technology landscape is accelerating at such a pace that our actual people readiness isn't yet able to catch up. And that's really something that we again try to advocate in terms of data literacy and leaders actually putting broader data programs in place, supported by tools, but also actually focusing on cultural change in order to actually make it span across the enterprise. However, then, as you mentioned, the governance piece and the piece around the EU AI Act, regulation is coming, right? You can't avoid it. It will be here pretty soon, and every organisation will have to report out their usage of ML and AI. And actually, we see that as something that is inevitable, and ultimately will be for the benefit of society as a whole. Right? We need that in place, but we also need sensible governance to not stifle innovation too much. At Dataiku, we have actually built the requirements for the EU AI Act as they are at the moment. They're still being refined into our products in terms of being able to report out what will be required to meet EU law from models that are running within our tool. And that's just essentially us investing up front in the fact that this is something which a year from now will probably be in place, and 2 years from now we will start to see companies actually needing to adhere and ultimately fined from not being able to adhere from that. So very important, and I think that leadership needs to really consider this right now and get on the front foot.